India is the third largest auto market in the world, and this ever-growing market has added another feather under the used auto category. Droom, to honor this changed thought process, started the Droom Pre-Owned Auto Awards. In its second consecutive year, this platform has grown bigger and expanded to the new vehicle category also.
Pre-owned market has really evolved in last 1 decade. India is the third largest automobile market in the world. So if you look at the cars, they have become really advanced. You are talking about driverless car, connected car, car which can fly. But when you see the experience of buying and selling used automobile, the experience even in 21st century remains a 19th century experience. So at Droom, we are not an automobile company, we are essentially a technology and data science company, and we use technology and data science to essentially build our 21st century buying and selling experience.
This year, the journey of the Droom Pre-Owned Auto Award started at the Buddh International Circuit, where the nominated vehicles lined up for test drives by the judging panel.
It's the only of its kind award in India, where we basically instill the sense of pride and joy of owning a pre-owned vehicle. So we started doing these awards, and for that, in order to test drive the vehicles, we needed access to a world-class facility where we could test drive around 150 vehicles. So that's how we started. But now the track day where we are today has become a much bigger event, where we have also invited a lot of auto lovers and enthusiasts who can take a vehicle for a spin on a track.
Spread over 2 days, the track day saw the esteemed judging panel comprising of auto enthusiasts and experts judging the machines in different categories. Vehicles were taken out on tracks, their strength and performance was tested on pre-devised parameters.
So there are various parameters that that have been kept on the jury at these awards. One of my favorite parameters is the build quality and longevity of the vehicle, because considering if you're buying a pre-owned car, you have to see the health of the vehicle, not just from the way it runs, but also the kind of cabin quality that it has, the kind of materials that the manufacturer has used, which will stay with an owner or with a second owner or with a third owner for a very long time, and they'll still look as fresh and appealing as a new car. So I think quality is one parameter.
Typically we talk about only new vehicles, but used car is a market which is growing faster than the new vehicles, and someone looking at it closely, awarding the best amongst that gives people a better choice to go for, because it's really the long-term performance of the car that you endure or test.
So the list of things that we measure for every vehicle is quite extensive. We evaluate every product on a lot of parameters, ranging from the aesthetics point of views to then getting into the interiors and quality levels on the inside, then of course going all the way to the dynamic capabilities of every vehicle. So it contains everything from looks to the overall usability of the cabin, to the flexibility of the cabin, to ergonomics.
We have different categories. We have the 1200 categories, we have the commuter category, we have the electric, we have below 300, above 300 and all those things. So it has categorized in different segments. We ride it and we see how it looks, the touch and feel of it, the engine, how it responds, how the drivability is, overall feel, the features added. So we take all these small things into consideration, and we give the marks to the bikes.
The data collected through these testings ensured Droom and its judging panel to decide winners in different categories. The end of the second day also saw a ramp walk where models were judged and selected to feature in the Droom calendar. In the second edition of Droom Pre-Owned Auto Awards, Droom for the first time organized a knowledge-sharing conference. More than 500 delegates representing different automobile entities, auto dealers, auto key influencers, auto stakeholders, auto enthusiasts and esteemed speakers came together to explore, discuss and share themes associated with the automobile industry of India.
From the time Henry Ford invented the assembly line, we have seen huge level of advancement in the vehicles. We are talking about a vehicle which can fly, with a single charge can go for 500 kilometers, driverless car, and so on. But the buying and selling of used automobile in the 21st century remains a 19th century experience, and that is what we are changing by building a ground up, a full stack technology play for the 21st century. And we are very, very delighted and excited to have so many of you as part of our journey, giving us feedback, supporting us, sharing your knowledge base with us so that we can jointly solve some of the problems in the most exciting automobile market in the world.
Droom presented the Yellow Book at the conclave.
Droom Yellow Book is our attempt or our point of view on the state of the economy, the automobile economy and the internet economy. I think one of the key differentiators that Droom has is we are the largest online transaction platform for automobiles in the country. Right, life till date since we were set up over 5 years ago, we have processed more than 1.4 million transactions on our platform. So that gives us a very rich view into what it is that the Indian consumer is actually looking for, right? And all of that information we have tried to put together in this publication, which we call the Droom Yellow Book.
The conference moved to its first panel discussion. This panel discussed the technology innovations in electric vehicle that will change the future of mobility.
Since the panel discussion is about the emerging tech in EV, we hear a lot about hydrogen cell and the foam battery and the sand battery. Do you see a future of these, any of them becoming mainstream sometime soon?
As on today, now the lithium ion is the next technology, where every automobile, whether it's a two-wheeler, four-wheeler, three-wheeler, everybody is using that technology. But if we talk about hydrogen cell, now it is at the very nascent stage, it is on the development stage. In fact, it is not in the development, it is on the research stage actually. Because this technology have many advantages also, but disadvantages also.
I believe Uber is already piloting with Yulu and Bounce in Bangalore. So what is your experience and what do you see the future of electric vehicle in shared economy and in Uber kind of operations?
The adoption will happen much faster in the two-wheeler and three-wheeler space, just because the cost economics make much more sense right now compared to cars, where the cost differential between a traditional IC engine versus EV is still very, very high. And to get commercial cars to adopt at that cost is not economically feasible unless we as riders are okay to pay an extra cost to ride an EV.
As far as we're concerned, we look at EV or electric as another type of fuel as far as the four-wheelers are concerned. So we already have petrol, diesel, CNG, and now we have EVs with energy storage system, and that energy storage system can be anything. It can be hydrogen cell, lithium, whatever, as and when the market evolves.
I think this is a great initiative by Droom to bring thought leaders across and stakeholders from across the spectrum on one platform, and the ideation and the thoughts that have been shared today should definitely go and enhance even my knowledge and the other participants' knowledge, and would result in a better policies being made where we understood each other's thoughts and challenges.
Yeah, I thought the session was very well planned. I think the panel that they had put together was really very diverse, getting views from an OEM, getting views from somebody like us, and a view from large fleet owners as well. And the discussion on the policy angle and how policy can enable the space was really good.
As the day progressed, Liberty General Insurance spoke on the emerging trends in motor insurance.
Actually, when you look at how your insurance premium is calculated, it actually doesn't even take into account you as a driver or you as an owner. All it takes into account is the car you own, where is it located, what RTO is it registered in, is it a petrol or a diesel, what is the cubic capacity. That's all it takes into account. Isn't that strange? that in a country where we are seeing such large growth, actually good drivers don't get incentivized. And therefore, we believe that there is actually going to be a substantial change in the way motor insurance is going to evolve in the market.
The day ended with a session that discussed the role of the BFSI sector in boosting sales in the used automobile market.
Technology like IoT or OBD devices or AI, do you think some of that can help in bridging that gap and finding out whether the vehicle is good, bad, ugly?
Yes, it would definitely. And I guess in the last few months, probably a year or so, we've, as a financier, I think we have greatly benefited where, we get more insights into the vehicle.
Do we see this data helping us in creating products which are more specific to used vehicles or pre-owned vehicles?
So consumer, we typically see two types of consumers. One who's credit tested, has a bureau record, and second is the one who are new to credit. So wherever it's credit tested, I think one of the key is that how do we make it faster and almost instant for the customer.
So if you see the trajectory, I think the regulator is pushing digital, the India stack is enabling digital, the country smartphone population, I think, is the second largest in the world, so that's enabling digital. Internet penetration is huge. Right. So if you put all of this together, I think the trajectory is only headed in one way, which is digital, 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 and therefore data, data, data.
How do you see, lending companies or NBFCs helping dealers as well?
I guess with the introduction of platforms like Droom now, there are a lot of data available. And I'm talking about non-financial data, because financial data, I think with this kind of industry, are anyway lesser. So anybody who has been a dealer in the old system and today if he's on Droom platform, other than their own, let's say, banking or income tax return or GST, etc., we get a lot of alternate data from the platform, which means you are able to see how the vehicle has moved, in how many days the inventory has moved.
I think purely as sharing goes, I think we live in an age of communication, and used car segment is a relatively new segment. Knowledge sharing therefore becomes critical, and I think it was very well done, bringing all the participants who matter and asking the right questions and the right discussion points for that to happen. Policy making obviously follows. It takes time. There's always a lag between discussions and policy making. I think is the first step is the discussions, and eventually policy will follow.
Droom is the only company which has taken this initiative to provide a platform to various people, whether they are distributors, dealers, or financiers, or insurance providers, who are actually connected with the ecosystem. So bringing all of them together at one platform so that they can interact, share the ideas, share the experience is a welcome and great initiative taken by Droom, and really appreciable.
The Indian scenario consists of multiple options on a road. I mean, if you are in any other part of the world, you don't have the whole wildlife safari coming onto the road.
A huge improvement can be done just by connecting the mobiles on a base where we know how people are driving.
Car becomes a part of the computer, and it's very, very difficult. Only Pioneer can install hardware, so we should transform our business model from more hardware to a subscription business.
So organizing the aftermarket, standardizing it and digitizing it. I think very clearly I see that what Droom is also about to do, and what it is trying to do, is exactly this. It is organizing the fragmented market. Now we can make a difference here, because if the vehicle is safe, vehicle is fit, if the drivers are using vehicles in a proper manner, these accidents will come down. So as a community, as an aftermarket community, I'll be really happy if we focus and prioritize on safety overall, and make our ecosystem work in a direction that it changes the mindset of people, starting with a mechanic who should not fit a substandard part or a counterfeit part, as well as the drivers. They should take care of their cars or two-wheelers wherever they are driving, as well as how they behave on the road.
Connected cars, connected vehicles, whether it's a two-wheeler, whether it's a four-wheeler, whether it's a commercial vehicle, everything today or in the near future will be talking to each other, because that is how you get data, that is how you get statistics, that is how you get running on the road. So I think in the future, connected technologies are going to become very important. Everything is now available on an app, and I think as we go on, these systems will only grow in the future.
Pioneer would like to provide unique value towards this transformation. and especially we would like to focus more safety and security and entertainment. I'm very honored to join today's event and talk about this event, and especially partnership with Droom. We are going to especially focus on this growing segment, which is used car, with Pioneer car AV head unit, which consumer drive experience more convenient and entertainment and smart way.
After the break, the winners are revealed in a glittering ceremony.
Stock markets is a numbers game, and it sometimes does come across as one-dimensional. But what people don't see is that these numbers, when strung together, tell a story. There's no really black or white. It very much seems to be a work in progress of triumphs and mistakes, greed and fear. And I bring you that story behind the numbers in action.
ग्लास ऐसा जो टूटे नहीं, प्रेस्टीज है तो मुमकिन है। प्रेस्टीज एच गैस स्टोव जो मजबूती से करे प्यार, वो प्रेस्टीज से कैसे करे इनकार? Oh my God!
It's Christmas. Anything can happen. We gotta dance. Hey, we gotta live. We gotta sway. Hey, baby, come with me.
Celebrate Christmas and New Year with Movies Now, M&X and Romedy Now at just ₹10. Call your cable or DTH operator now.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back.
Thank you.
Coffee?
Yes, long day today. Very tired.
I'll just get it.
Thank you. Hey, you did not pick up Arav today?
His teacher texted.
Huh?
He has extra classes today.
Thank you. Really? Oh, is he still angry?
He is a little.
I think $1,000 के लिए ना we scolded him too much यार.
रवि बात 1000 रुपए की नहीं है. He needs to learn.
I know. You know, I was actually thinking उसके लिए एक बैंक अकाउंट खुलवाते हैं. What do you say?
Bank account? Why?
See, he's been hinting एक महीने से that he wants pocket money. So I was thinking, why not?
Ravi, he just spent 1,000 rupees on a random app. That too without asking us. And you want to give him more money to spend?
I know, Baba, but instead of punishing him, maybe we can teach him this way.
Teach him what? कि और पैसे कैसे उड़ाते हैं?
He'll have his own card, and he'll learn early on that if he spends, he need to return it also. It's a good idea. Think about it.
Okay, fine. We'll try it. But you're his guardian, not me.
हाँ, मेरा बेटा है. जल्दी समझ जाएगा.
अच्छा, वो जो तुमने आज तक नहीं दिए.
A wise decision is wise only if you pass on the advice. Teach your children the value of investing in compounding early.
The evening saw auto stalwarts coming together to witness the honor being bestowed upon the best in different categories.
And the first award of the night is
hosted by celebrities from the film industry. The Droom Pre-Owned Auto Awards this year also featured categories for new vehicles. The awards were given out in the categories Pre-Owned Automobile Awards, New Automobile Awards, Best of Droom and Special Awards.
India is the third largest automobile market in the world after US and China. Yet we are offering a 19th century experience when it comes to buying the pre-owned automobile award. With Droom, we have invested last 5.5 years, $100 million to build a 21st century platform. And we think the way cars or vehicles are advancing in terms of driverless car, autonomous car which is connected, or a car which can go 500 kilometers with single charge, why not to have in 21st century a 21st century buying and selling experience for the pre-owned vehicles.
So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make room for the winners of the most coveted Droom Auto Award. And the first award of the night is Jury's Choice Pre-Owned Commuter Bike of the Year.
And the winner is Bajaj City 100.
And the next award in the Droom Pre-Owned Auto Awards category is the Jury's Choice Pre-Owned Bike of the Year, 500cc to 1000cc.
So it's the Harley Davidson Street 750.
We now have the Jury's Choice Pre-Owned SUV of the Year Award.
Jeep Compass. Jeep Compass, ladies and gentlemen. Further up is the Jury's Choice Pre-Owned Sedan of the Year Award. The winner is Honda City. And now comes the Jury's Choice New Bike of the Year 300cc to 500cc award.
And the new bike of the year is Bajaj Dominar 400 290 edition.
Moving on, we have the Jury's Choice New Bike of the Year above 1000cc.
The new bike of the year above 1000cc, Triumph Scrambler 1200 XC.
There's an extremely tough contest amongst the nominees for the Jury's Choice New Electric Two-Wheeler of the Year Award.
And the winner is, any guesses? Okinawa Praise Pro.
And the next award is the Jury's Choice New Premium Hatchback of the Year.
The winner for new premium hatchback of the year is Volkswagen Polo GT.
The next award is the Jury's Choice New SUV of the Year.
The new SUV of the year is the Toyota Fortuner.
For the new players in the auto market, the Jury's Choice New Connected Car of the Year Award has lots of competition.
Award goes to Kia Seltos.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause as we announce the next awards category of the night, which is the Droom Pre-Owned Auto Awards, Buyers and Sellers' Choice. The measure of their popularity can be gauged by the overwhelming number of votes we have for each of the Buyers and Sellers' Choice Awards.
And the first award in this category is the Buyer's Choice Pre-Owned Car of the Year.
Buyer's Choice Pre-Owned Car of the Year, the Jeep Compass.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Buyer's Choice Pre-Owned Scooter of the Year.
Droom Buyer's Choice Pre-Owned Scooter of the Year, the Honda Activa.
Well, it feels amazing to win this award. It's for my favorite product in the entire portfolio, the Scrambler 1200, which has won the Motorcycle of the Year for more than 1000cc. This was the most exciting launch for us for the entire year. So this particular product getting the award just makes me feel amazing.
We have received the Best Electric Two-Wheeler Category Year Award from the Droom, and really we are very excited to receive this award, as this award is for our new model which is called Praise Pro, and this is the new launch in this year in the category of the portfolio of Okinawa scooters. So thank you very much, Droom team, for giving us this award.
It's really a proud moment for us to be here at the Droom Awards. We've won 3 awards tonight. Feels great, you know, to be part of this forum.
The awards platform also witnessed a power chat with the founder and CEO Sandeep Agarwal and was conducted by gadget guru Rajiv Makhani.
Sandeep, every successful person nowadays has something called a daily ritual. Some people wake up at 4 a.m. They say that's the, mantra for success. Some people do meditation in the morning. Some people write a daily journal. Some people do 5 days of water fasting. There's some daily ritual mantra that everybody has. So what's yours?
So Rajiv, actually for me also, a few years back, I got a teacher from Assam who taught me transcendental meditation, who was a disciple of Maharishi Yogi. And I must say it has changed my life.
Okay.
A lot of people over the years as I became entrepreneur would highlight meditation as one of the way to keep calm. But when I learned transcendental meditation in a very methodical manner, it really changed my life. While there are 24 hours in a day, somehow I feel I almost have maybe 30 hours available.
The evening concluded with the live performance by popular Punjabi singers and actors Babbal Rai and Jassi Gill. The event witnessed participation from industry stalwarts and provided a platform for interaction and collaborations. This year's edition of Droom Pre-Owned Auto Awards showcased the potential of pre-owned market and ended with a promise to be back with a bigger platform next year.